All right, so let's talk about chords. All right, you guys, if you watched my previous video, then you guys already know what double stops are. If you have not, go watch my previous video because this builds on double stops. But just review. All right, double stops. All right, E string and G string is what we mainly use. We use the 10th interval, aka the third interval, up an octave to the 10th. So let's talk about open and closed chords. So now we introduce the 7th to the chords that we're playing. All right, so I'm changing the progression. We're not going to play boom, 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 boom. We're not going to play that. Instead, we're going to do, I'm going to introduce C minor. All right, so C minor. But now I'm going to throw the 7th onto it, particularly the flat 7. All right, so the flat 7, if you look real closely, I've got C minor, I've got C, the minor third. The flat 7 will be this fret right here in between. So I'll put my middle finger on it. All right, so you have the third, the flat, and the 7th. Now, because we're bass players, not piano players, we have to be picky and choosy about the chord tones that we choose. All right, the 3rd and the 7th are typically the most important, so they're the ones that we emphasize. All right, so this is an expansion on double stops. All right, now, the reason I talk about open and closed chords, all right, open and closed chords. This would be an open chord, all right, but there's another way to play 1st, 3rd, and 7th, all right. When you go up, you can go up a little higher. You can just use these 3 strings, all right, the A, D, and G string. All right, if I do the same thing, I look for C up here, and I play the minor 3rd and the minor 7th. Minor 7th is always going to be 1 string away, same fret. But then the 3rd, the minor 3rd, is right here, all right? So you have C, and then instead of playing C minor right here, you would play, okay, so basically just starting a pinky. All right, so minor 3rd right here. All right, so that would be your closed chord. So open, closed. All right, now why is that important? Because in a regular chord progression, you might, in a jazz progression in particular, you might have like C minor to G7 to B flat major. All right, so if I were to play it all open, I would do C major to C minor to F7 to B flat major. Okay. Now, if I wanted to play B flat major 7, or if I wanted to play C major 7, I would just take my C and I would raise up these 2 notes because it's major 7, so you use the major 7 and major 3rd. Same thing up here. All right. If I wanted to play C dominant 7, that's where you have the major 3rd, but then you have a flat 7. All right, so you would keep the flat 7 right here. All right, same fret. And then you would add the major 3rd instead of the minor 3rd. Same thing up here, major 3rd and flat 7. Flat 7 is always 1 fret away, same fret. Okay, so in review, we have C minor 7. We have C dominant 7, where we raise up the 3rd only. And we have C major 7, where we raise up both the 3rd and the 7. All right, that's your minor, your dominant 7, your major 7 chords. Those are the predominant chords that you're going to use everywhere. All right, now going back to the progression. I would play, a normal progression will be C minor, F7, B flat major 7, okay? But if I want to avoid going all across the neck, you can switch between open and closed chords. So C minor, open. And then you can actually just go right up to F, which is right here. And you can keep this finger here on the end because you're keeping that minor 7, all right? So the minor 7 actually stays the same. But I would do F right here. I would keep the major 7, but I would play F's major 3rd now. And then I would just move, so that's closed. So I'd do C minor, open. F major, F dominant 7, open, closed. B flat major 7. Okay. Notice some of these chords share notes. All right, C minor and F7, they share. The flat 7 becomes the 3. So I only had to move these 2 fingers. This finger actually stayed the same the whole time. All right, so finding those open and closed chords that share notes will allow you to move a little bit more easily. Stuff like that will allow you to move around the bass. All right, so as an exercise, I would encourage you to try and find C minor 7, F major 7, or F dominant 7, and B flat dominant 7, or B flat major 7. All right, and find it in 2 ways. So you can do that there, or you can reverse it. Instead of going open, closed, open, you could do close, open, close. All right, so that would mean starting up here, C minor 7, going down to F, yeah, and then B flat closed. So. All right, so experiment with that, try that. See how it works. Come to me with any questions as always.